What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Liverpool-Leicester City post-match analysis video, and I'm bitterly disappointed about this result because this was probably Liverpool's worst league performance of the season. But still, if you look at the bigger picture, even though I feel really devastated that we didn't make it 7 points clear at the top of the league, we actually extended our lead and we have a 5-point lead ahead of Man City, but this still feels a missed opportunity. And this was a very controversial game by the referee Martin Atkinson, because I felt that he should have sent Maguire off, he should have awarded a penalty, a very clear penalty on Naby Keita, and also Mohamed Salah got elbowed in the throat as well. But what a goal and what a start by Liverpool. Inside like 3 minutes, just on 2 minutes, Sadio Mane scores after a brilliant, like liquid football move by Liverpool. Really mesmerizing start, and at this point I was really confident and really hopeful that Liverpool will go on and win this game. But Liverpool had a lot of players who were a little bit like off the pace. Maybe having such a big break between two games, Liverpool's players weren't in their most, they weren't in their rhythm. Salah had an off day, Naby Keita, Shaqiri didn't really play well, and also Jordan Henderson had to play right back because Milner was suspended, Trent Alexander-Arnold was still out injured, and we badly needed Trent Alexander-Arnold in this game, I felt. Henderson did well, but he's not a right back, so he didn't play as well as Trent Alexander-Arnold usually does. Salah though had a really awesome pass to Firmino after like 6 minutes, and Firmino outskills the defender and then he shoots, and the Schmeichel, the Leicester goalkeeper, made a big save. And after that, you know, Liverpool creating one goal and one big chance after just 6 minutes. I was like, here we go, let's keep this going. But then Leicester slowly started to grow into the game. Also, we have to mention that it was a very icy and snowy, and that probably suited Leicester City, who defended well, don't get me wrong. But I feel that if there is VAR in this game, Liverpool would have won this game quite comfortably, because Leicester relied on two massive referee mistakes to take a point. And Leicester are such a weird team. They are set up to pretty much counter-attack against the big sides, and they beat Chelsea, they beat Man City, they got a draw against Liverpool now. And by the way, this is not really an outstandingly bad result by Liverpool. It just feels like a missed opportunity because of that Man City defeat Newcastle. But there is still 14 games left of the Premier League season. There is many twists and turns, and remember that Manchester City have to play Arsenal and then Everton and then Chelsea, and also they will play Chelsea in the League Cup final as well. So Man City will have a lot of games in the next few weeks, and if Liverpool can bounce back and win against West Ham United, which we really should do, and I expect Liverpool to play much better against West Ham United, then all will be well. And both Arsenal and Chelsea, I can see them getting points off Manchester City. So it's going to be very interesting how the league season pans out. But what do you think? Because Sadio Mane was going clean through when Maguire fouls him from behind, impedes him, and the referee blows for a foul. And if that's a foul, that's a denying of a clear goal scoring opportunity, and that's in the referee's book a stonewall red card, in my opinion. But people are saying that he was far away from goal, but Mane was clean through and goal, and Mane is one of the fastest players in the whole of the league, and there is no way that the goalkeeper was getting to that ball, because the goalkeeper was on his line, and Mane was running clean through with Salah to his right. So probably it's two Liverpool players on the goalkeeper if Maguire doesn't foul Mane. So how is that only a yellow card? That baffles me. And also Naby Keita, he was through on goal, and Pereira, I think, trods on his left foot as Keita is shooting with his right, and he miskicks it because of that. He was off balance because Pereira, I think Ricardo Pereira trots on his left foot, and that's another Stonewall penalty. And if Liverpool score that penalty, we probably go on to win this game. What also really frustrated me is that Andrew Robertson, who is having an amazing season, he's a brilliant player, I love him to bits, don't get me wrong, but he fouls a Leicester player just before halftime in the first half stoppage time, when there was no need really to foul that Leicester player, because there was another Liverpool defender back there defending the Leicester player, so he wasn't he didn't have a clear sight to cross the ball. And Andrew Robertson from behind fouls him, and Leicester score from that free kick. Liverpool failed to clear the lines. A really clever header by Chilwell to the back post, and Matip just couldn't head the ball because it was too high for him. And Maguire, the player who should be off the pitch, who should have been red carded, is at the back post and slots it home. And don't get me wrong, Leicester still played really well in this game, especially in the last 15 minutes of the first half and the first 20 minutes of the second half. Leicester actually created some chances, and Liverpool, even though we dominated possession for large periods, we failed to create a lot of clear goal-scoring opportunities. And that, apart from the refereeing mistakes, I think the most frustrating thing is that Liverpool should have played with a lot higher tempo, with a lot more speed. Jurgen Klopp is even saying in his post-match interview that against a team like Leicester, you really need to play with a much higher tempo. You need to take the game to them and to create more chances. Liverpool had the worst home performance in terms of shots. We only had 10 shots throughout the whole game, and I think the last time we only had 10 shots at Anfield against anyone was in 2017 against Everton, and we won that game, by the way, 3-1, interestingly. And Liverpool had some hairy moments. I mean, Alisson made a mistake in the first half where Leicester get the ball, they cross it, and at the back post, Maddison, with the goal at his mercy, heads it wide. And also in the second half, Firmino almost scores an own goal. Alisson had to clear it off the line. A brilliant save by Alisson, who couldn't do anything about the Maguire goal. And what really also annoyed me is that Liverpool really should have played at a much higher tempo in the second half. Like only in the last 10-15 minutes I felt any urgency in Liverpool's play, and it's good to be patient, it's good to rotate the ball from side to side, don't get me wrong about that. That's how you beat these low block defensive park the bus teams. But when we approached the final third, we didn't really make incisive passes. Most of the forward players didn't make runs in behind. And also I think we missed Trent Alexander-Arnold and his runs in behind. And I'm just looking at the highlights again. There is a clear kick out from Pereira onto Naby Keita's foot just before Naby Keita shoots. I mean, how is that not a penalty? And if VAR, as I said in the beginning of this video, if VAR is in play in this game, Liverpool should probably gets a red card, Maguire gets probably a red card, and Naby Keita, that's a penalty in my opinion. Also, Jamie Vardy and Demarai Gray was always a threat on the counter-attack, and Liverpool sometimes had to risk leaving not a lot of defenders at the back, but they, thankfully Demarai Gray, who was clean through on goal at one point, has only a bad finishing because he shoots straight at Alisson, and Firmino also had a couple of shots which Schmeichel saved quite well. But yeah, overall not the best of games. But amazingly, Chelsea lost 4-0 to Bournemouth. The last time Chelsea lost by 4 goals in the Premier League was in 1996, where they lost 5-1 to Liverpool. So Bournemouth beating Chelsea 4-0, and at halftime that was a 0-0 game. That was incredible. Another disappointing thing, injuries have really taken the toll of this Liverpool squad, because we brought on Lallana and Sturridge, and both players were well off the pace. They looked like they weren't on the same high intensity as the rest of the team. Sturridge especially frustrating his performance as a substitute, because we brought him on. He's normally a very slick passer of the ball, and he has a good touch normally, as I say, but today when he came on, he miscontrolled the ball 3 times. Liverpool lost the possession 3 times because of Sturridge. Also Lallana really didn't contribute anything, and he was well off the pace, which is also very frustrating. But Lallana, probably a lot of injuries have taken its toll. Very, very disappointing night for Liverpool, but also most of the big teams didn't win. The only big team who are, you know, maybe going for the title is Tottenham. Amazingly, they beat Watford from behind 2-1. What amazes me is that Tottenham is only just 2 points behind Manchester City. They are 7 points behind Liverpool now, because they beat Watford, and even with such a, you know, big injury record, they keep grinding out victories. They won against Fulham in the last minute, and they beat Watford after trailing to 1-0 for the majority of the game. So Tottenham are hanging in there. They are still in this title race. There are many twists and turns. What Liverpool should focus on is, you know, bring Fabinho back into the side, bring Trent Alexander-Arnold back fit, and then hopefully against West Ham we can get back to winning ways. But the midfield needs to do more. We need to sort out the defense as well. The injuries need to heal. So come on Liverpool, we can still do this. We are still 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League. Let's just focus on the next game, forget this one, learn from it and move on. So thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed this. See you later, goodbye.